What's going on, peeps? False 9 in the building.
Yo.
Yeah, bruv, it was one of them weekends of football, cuz.
Listen, where do we start, B?
Bruv, City are champions, blood.
Confirmed.
Man, City are champions.
Confirmed. It's been a long time in the making, months if you really want to go back to like January, February when everyone knew the league was already wrapped.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, we gave it to them.
We
gave it to them. You know what? It's so
on a plate.
It's so Manchester United, yeah. As of
at
last,
the moment,
like,
yeah.
no, not even at the moment, bro. Of the last 3 or 4 years, bro.
Yeah.
It's so Manchester United to go and put in the second half performance that they did against City and come back from 2-0 down, and then to go lose to the bottom of the league the next week to do exactly what you avoided the week before.
Yeah, no consistency, bruv. There never has been no consistency.
Doesn't make any sense.
And that's why I keep saying to people, bruv, man sees bare. I see bare progress, but man don't see no progression, bruv.
No, you said that to me a couple
of
times.
You know them ones there, like I see progress, but I don't see progression, bruv. We're still mad erratic. Like we still
what do you? I know what you mean by that, but explain to them what you mean. What do you mean by that?
We're still mad erratic. We don't have no consistency. There's no nothing, bruv. There's no identity, bruv.
And is that what you're talking about? You're talking about the progression.
Yeah, there's no identity, bruv. Like progression wise, I can't see where man are going, bruv. Like, cause no matter who we buy, the same problems arise, bruv. Just in different kind of areas, bruv.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you buy, blood. Do you know what I mean? Like, buying a Lexus was supposed to be the turning point, but then it set man backwards, blood. Like, every time we think we're turning a corner, bruv, something else just pops up, blood, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, blood.
Boy, well, yeah. Anyway, City won the league, 3-1 win against Tottenham as well. The day before, we gave it to them.
At Tottenham as well.
Bopped.
Absolutely.
Again,
hammered them.
very much similar to what happened at Etihad. It was mad.
Yeah.
It was mad. It was actually mad. That ball over the top. It's mad because Man City, they're known for tiki-taka, playing this great football, and they hit Tottenham.
Yeah, they just 8 man straight over the
top. One ball over the top.
But when you've got ballers like that in your team, yeah, you can play the tiki-taka thing, but if a man sees that pass on, you know they've got it in their locker.
Yeah, but you have to have centre-backs that can have that in their feet, you know what I mean?
Absolutely,
the technical ones.
And Tottenham are notorious for playing a high line, blood. Do you know what I mean? So you can get them.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm saying? So, like, that was...
It was mad. It was mad. And then moving on to Liverpool, 3-0 win against Bournemouth. Mo Salah, once again, that header was...
Bro, Mo Salah's just got the juice at the moment.
Oh, that header. You know what it is? Yeah, see, the thing about Salah, he's such a wavy youth because he hasn't scored a goal like that all season. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom. You know what? This is what else I can pull out my locker. So, credit to Mo Salah. I think, what's that? Is it 40? Is he back to 40?
40 goals,
40 goals.
Jesus. Man can't deny him, blood. Like, if Liverpool win the Champions League, he's got to get the Balon d'Or.
Yeah, because I was going to say, CR7 banged 42 and won the Champions League.
Yeah.
He got Balon d'Or. So if Mo Salah passes that 42 goals and for some reason Liverpool win Champions League, hopefully they don't. But
hopefully if they don't, but it's possible because they're still in it.
Then I'm putting Mo Salah up for Balon d'Or, bro.
You have to.
100%. There's not even gas, to be fair. He's played excellent this season. I can't even lie. But yeah, moving on to the next game, we've got Arsenal.
Bro, Arsenal got whacked.
Yeah, they got whacked.
Whacked.
I've told man already.
He's mad, bro.
See them sixth jokes?
Yeah.
See them sixth jokes?
Yeah, football has a way of coming for you, blood.
And then, to make it even worse, they went and got Atletico Madrid. So, all this season, like, you've been saying, okay, well, Europa League, and then the more and more sixth becomes a reality. It's like, well, it doesn't matter because Europa League. A lot of fans were saying Arsene Wenger played a weakened side. Obviously, was it Wilcox that played? I think Wilcox, one of their youngest. Willock, sorry. Yeah, we got one of them.
We got Willock as well. That's why I remember the name.
Willox, yeah. He started as well in the midfield, so that had a lot of Arsenal fans believe that Wenger played a weakened side. But I also saw
there was still enough on the pitch.
50 million Lacazette as well.
Yeah.
I saw a couple other men play, and yet still they took another L, bro. That's 11 losses for the season so far. Bearing in mind David Moyes when we came 7th. Had 12 losses and there's still 5 games to go.
And you still got to play us.
Yeah, so let's see how that pans out for you, man. Safe. And then last but not least, we've got the game of the weekend. I believe that Chelsea game was peak.
Mad.
That game was
Man,
peak.
like G Rude, blood. I'm telling you.
Exactly. Arsenal moving on from you lot and what you sold G Rude, and look what's going on.
Yeah,
He's pulling Chelsea back from the dead.
A bad boy.
Bad boy.
Bad boy. And what he does, bro.
Super sub.
He's tough, blood.
Nah, he is 100%.
And he won a bag of points for Arsenal from the bench as well, and they missed that this season for sure.
Nah, I believe, especially seeing what he did in the weekend. I think it was like three goals in like 10 minutes or something.
Mad, bruv. Like they looked dead and buried, and then out of nowhere, it was like boom.
And it was the quality goals as well. The third from Giroud, that snapshot, A1.
And he loves, and Giroud loves that near post start and that, bruv. Like he first time finish, he does it all the time. Like he's known for it, bruv. His movement's great, and just bruv, he just does. Sometimes they don't look pretty, but
that's when
he does it, bruv, consistently, innit?
The thing about Chelsea is though, they're still not going to make a difference. No Champions League football for you next season. And
but Hazard, boy, they're very close to Spurs, bro.
You reckon?
Bruv, it's 4 points now.
No, I was 7.
It's 4, blood, because
let me check.
Oh, it might be.
Let me see. Nah, okay, cool. It's 8 points, but Chelsea got a game in hand.
Okay.
So realistically, it could be 5 points.
It could be 5 points. Flip. Yeah,
I don't know.
Could be mad.
I don't know.
But I don't know, blood.
I've been battering certain Chelsea, man. No names needed. But
yeah, definitely. But man are saying, what happens if Tottenham do a Tottenham? And bruv, it's possible, blood.
What, and drop out?
Bro, it's...
Yeah, but a lot of Tottenham fans will say they take 5th in the FA Cup if you could hand it to them right now.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're a Tottenham fan, let me know and let us know in the comments. Would you
take
5th in the FA Cup? Because I know a lot of you lot want the trophy more than anything. And the Tottenham man that I know personally, they've said they take 5th in the FA Cup with 2 hands. So let us know, because that's very interesting.
Yeah, make sure you drop that in the comments.
And then the same goes to Chelsea fans. Would you take 4th and no FA Cup? Because they're both in the FA Cup semi-final coming up this weekend. So if you could choose, would you take the FA Cup but stay 5th, or would you swap with Tottenham? Right, first talking player of the week. Let's kick it off with the City result down at Wembley. That was drubbing. Like obviously 3-1 is a respectable scoreline, but if you watched the game, you would have seen City
Tottenham got pumped.
No, they got pumped, man. It was peak. From the jump, you can see it's a different City side to the one that played against Liverpool. It's a different City side that collapsed against United in the second half. It was a City side that we've seen all season. To be fair, credit given where credit is due. They were pressing Spurs all over the pitch, and really and truly, they couldn't really handle it.
But that's it. That's the thing about Tottenham. Like, they press very well. Do you know what I mean? But if you do press them, they can be got at. If you don't, you're in trouble.
It's almost like Man City as well. It's like if you press them, then they can be got at as well. But it depends. It's like the battle of the presses.
But that's it, bruv. Because I remember when United played Tottenham at Wembley, didn't press high up the pitch, and Tottenham absolutely shit on us.
Yeah, they were passing through our lines like it was
horrible. Do you know what I'm saying?
Split down the middle. Like
and that's the thing. When you play a big man up front, the press is dead, blood. You know what I'm saying? And that's why City press well and Liverpool press well, bro. Because they've got the small extra man that runs and does the pressing. But when you've got a Lukaku or a Harry Kane, sometimes your press can die, blood, against teams that are really good on the ball, blood.
Yeah, like when you face an opposition that can press as good as you can, maybe.
That's it. You need the extra man.
That's why Pep Guardiola he does prefer Gabriel Jesus to Aguero, not talent-wise or ability-wise, but just by what he offers to the formation that Pep Guardiola likes to play and the style of play that he likes to go with, which is high intensity and high press. Aguero's not really a presser. He'll do it because he's world class and he'll do it. He'll do it to a good standard as well. But Gabriel Jesus, like Bobby Firmino, is more of a false nine type.
Player.
He's not a number 9. He's a drifter. He can go left. He can go right. He can drop in the middle. He can drop in behind. And these, I remember we were talking a bit earlier, these are your archetypal centre forwards that are coming around these days, because you've got to be mobile and be able to do everything. That's why a man like Rom and Harry Kane, not saying that they're last of their breed, but you don't really see a lot of man with nines.
Like I was saying to man, like online we were talking, I said,
yeah,
target men, bruv, like a man try to call Harry Kane a target man. He's not a target man, he's just a big man. but he's not a target man because Harry Kane.
He still gets about.
Harry Kane uses his brain, he uses his feet, blood. You don't see him backing into centre halves and laying it off. And like he's not a Duncan Ferguson or Kevin Davis.
He'll do that if he needs to.
Target man.
If
he can play. He can use his body.
But that's not what he's about.
He's not a target man. It's the same with Lukaku though. He's not a target man. Like Jose wants him to be a Drogba and that, but he don't know how to use his
channels. Yeah, better in the channels.
He don't know how to use his size, bruv. He's big for no reason, blood.
Against Chelsea, that second goal, Lingard's header, you put Rom in the channels over the top and he faces man up. He's actually got good feet.
Yeah, he can
when he faces man
to
up.
go past people. Yeah,
yeah, to drift.
Getting
he can use his weight
receiving
as well.
it. He's not good at receiving the ball into his feet back to goal. But if you play it into the channels. Do you know what I mean? He can do stuff, bruv. He plays like he's got fucking wellies on, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of them ones, isn't it? But Rom's a big man, but he's not a target man. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like Costa's a target man. Like he will
face up. Like let me
bully your centre half, drag him to the floor. Yeah. Like do all sorts, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Them kind of man, they're a dying breed in football now. In football, as a centre forward, you've got to be able to come short, hold the ball, link. Run off. You have to be able to do everything. The days
behind.
That's it. You have to be able to do everything. The days of like the poachers, the Inzagis, and the Hernandez and them man.
Early 2000s.
That's gone, bro. The days of the big target man that you pump it up to and he lays it off to people and brings them into play, bro. Yeah, that's done now, bro. Like the modern day centre forward has to be able to do it all, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what Jesus gives you.
Do you know why? Because modern day football has changed to the point where, as we all know, there's only one man up front. So there's no one to really lay it off to.
There's no big man, little man, Heskey to Owen. There's none of that.
Now Quinn to Kevin Phillips.
Yeah, that's it.
None of that.
There's none of that now.
And you only, and everyone else is helping the rest of the team out. But the man that's going to score the goals is you.
Exactly. The distance between you and everyone else might be big at times. And that's where Rom struggles, blood. When he's too isolated up front, his touch ain't good enough to control it, hold it, and wait and bring people in, blood. And when you've got a small man like a Firmino, he can come, he can spin off, he can look up, and if there's no one there, he can hold it, and bring people in, bruv. But you need feet for that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, the modern day centre forward's got to have it all, bruv. And that's why I think Jesus offers way more
100%
to Man City than Aguero does outside of the box, innit? Really, but Aguero's still a stone cold killer, blood. Like in terms of like all round centre forward, bruv, he's the baddest in the Prem.
Nah, he is
baddest, man. But yeah, City dispatched of them with relative ease, bruv.
Yeah, obviously Tottenham got the little dead deflection, Christian Eriksen, to bring it back, and then Raheem Sterling finally scored after like 17.
After man rounded the keeper, and then
that guy,
etch up thing, and then missed, blood. I don't.
He's 50-50. Not
I don't even think it's 50-50. I think it's like 30-70, blood. He's going to miss, fam. It's just that City create more chances. But he books out every game without fail, blood.
He does. Like sitters.
Like the back post at Burnley, like when man had an open goal tapping.
Yeah, that's nomination for Mr. of the Season.
Yeah, wild, fam. He does it. You know what I mean? But credit to him, though. His head never goes down.
No, obviously, because God has a try.
Like he knows, he knows that he's gonna miss, bruv. I feel like it because his head doesn't go down. Like when he misses, he's not shocked.
Yeah, back then, you know
what it's mad. He keeps it going, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And it shows a lot about his character that he keeps plugging away. And even though he booked out, bruv, he still got the third goal. You know what I mean? So City well deserved their title. I don't think anyone can begrudge City of the title, bruv.
Yeah, they can't. Really.
It's unfortunate, but boy, like they won the title. As much as United handed it to them on that day, City won it well before them.
Yeah, and I do actually believe that they would have won it anyway, even if United didn't. Sorry, even if United did pick up the points in the games in which they dropped points, like especially the 3 games over Christmas when they drew to Leicester and then they drew to Southampton and then drew to Burnley. Also, the Burnley and Southampton both at Old Trafford. Bearing in mind, I reckon City would probably won the league anyway, but obviously the margin would have been more respectable than like 13, 14, 15 points or whatever it might end up being. You get me? But yeah, Man City champions, you bastards.
Arsenal, blood.
Boy, welcome to your new destination, 6th.
I'm telling you,
FC.
Man, I get the 6th train to Manhattan, bro.
The new 6th FC, boy. 6 gods for real.
Peak last season. The 6 talk was rife.
Yeah, obviously, like we weren't gonna come back like very soon, almost immediately, and look.
Man are emulating the famous David Moyes season, bruv.
It's mad. Like I said, 11 losses. 11. There's 5 games to go. David Moyes lost 12 games. David Moyes, 12. David Moyes. Everyone remembers who David Moyes and that Manchester United 13-14 season was all about.
Yeah, for sure.
And Arsenal could easily lose 2 more games because you got to come to Old Trafford and you got to play us. And you know how that's probably going to end. To be fair, I'll be very surprised if Arsenal come to United and come away with 3 points.
Bruv,
is what I'm saying. A draw. I'll be surprised because we don't really draw at home. We don't really lose. We don't really draw points at home. Obviously, West Brom, we know what happened, but going by the whole season, it's not really something that's gonna happen. To be fair, and you lot got Atletico in the nope.
It's not the Champions League.
You got Atletico in the Europa League. Another thing that you were bantering us about last season, but we ended up winning, and it looked like that from a very early stage. The difference is, you lot have got a very hard qualification route to the final.
Yeah, United had some Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, like, I'll be the first to admit that, but I don't care. I just wanted to win it. I didn't care about what it was. I just want to win it.
That was the one trophy that we hadn't won,
and now
so
we got everything.
I wanted to win that. But in all honesty, we didn't play no one in it. Like I've always said that we haven't played no.
Yeah, we should have been in Anderlecht. We should have been in Celta Vigo, and we should have been in Ajax.
Yeah, there's no one we played that we shouldn't have beat. So because of that, it's like I don't really like. I'm glad we won it, but I don't get carried away about that.
Precisely. Yeah. So when you put it on the flip side and you look at who Arsenal have in Atletico Madrid, I think in the last 3 years, Simeone's got the most clean sheets as a manager. I'm not too sure the number, but if you want to look it up, he don't play games. I think over half his games have been clean sheets. Whether it's been 0-0 or he's just won 1-0 or 2-0.
Yeah.
So I just can't see over a 2-legged football match him conceding more than a goal.
Yeah,
like
Diego
2
don't
at
play games.
max.
And with Torres, Costa, and Griezmann,
That's what I'm saying, man.
Fam, I just they're scoring in it.
Precisely.
Home and away.
And then, like I said, they're not really conceding much anyway. And going by what Arsenal have been on, I don't really see.
Yeah, so common sense says that Atleti you're gonna do them, but you know what I mean. Stranger things have happened. Just like the Liverpool, like if you're in the Champions League, you've always got a chance.
Yeah, it's true.
You've always got a chance, but
it's
it could be a bookie penalty
it's
thing.
true.
Do
Obviously,
you know what I mean? Because AC Milan absolutely killed Liverpool, blood, and lost them pens, bro. It happens. You know the ones there, like it does happen.
Do you think it's gonna happen?
No, I don't.
Alright, cool. Alright, cool. You know the ones, because neither do I. It's not happening. If it happens, I don't know. You know what? If it happens, drop in the comments. I don't know, some type of forfeit that me and Rants may do. It depends on the forfeit. no man are wild, bro.
Yeah, them man are wild. But Arsenal mans have been waiting.
You know what? If Arsenal win the Europa League, you lot start dropping forfeits that we have to do on the False Nine show, and we'll pick the best one within reason. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But let us know, innit?
100.
Let us know. But yeah, going forward, Arsenal going backwards. I don't really see them doing much going forward to next season because there'll be no Champions League football. They're actually going to be in the Europa League from the start.
Yeah. Unless they win it. But United West, bro, Jose killed man, blood. I said it, blood. Man don't want to hear me, blood. I'm telling you, man killed us.
You know what it is, yeah?
And every time he kills us, I feel like he does it on purpose, blood.
He is, I don't know that. I'm split down the middle, innit? Like I was cool. I was very cool up until that Sevilla game, and then that just threw man completely. And then I thought, hold on a minute.
Bristol ended, man, and then I was like, bro, I'm gonna give man one more chance.
Yeah, Bristol was peak.
Bristol was peak. Man, forget about Bristol because it happened a while ago.
Yeah,
Bristol was peak,
because Bristol was before the new year. It was like, forget that. But if you think about it,
I didn't want to leave my house, blood. After that, I was talking to myself. I was like, bro, we didn't lose to Bristol. Like, we didn't lose to Bristol. Like, no.
Yeah, it's like West Brom though, innit? Yeah. Like, man woke up on Monday, it was like, we didn't just lose to West Brom and hand City the league.
Bruv, man handed City the league
but
on my birthday, blood. Jose.
On his birthday.
Bruv,
man to go out and eat, and all I was talking about is just that game.
Bruv,
that
man
was the
handed
topic.
City the league on my 30th birthday, blood. I will never forget that day ever now, blood. That's the biggest birthday I've ever had so far in my life.
And it's written off.
And it's written off with City lifting the title, fam. Nah.
Yeah.
Jose can't be forgiven for that, blood.
Yeah,
and it was dumb as well. Like, the way man lost that game, it was so dead. Like,
you know what it is? We've seen that so many times already this season from Man United. They just start in a way where you know, alright, cool, paint is gonna dry, and I'd rather watch that over
Yeah.
there. It's like that. We've been to Old Trafford a few times this season, and yeah, it starts off a bit morbid, and you catch the feeling like, hold on a minute, 20 minutes are on the clock, and nothing's really changing.
Nothing.
And then half time comes, and it's 0-0, and you're thinking, alright, cool. Hopefully the second half these lot come out with a bit more intensity, and then that doesn't happen.
Bruv, and
all
then
of a sudden,
and there's 70 minutes gone, and you realise that, hold on, they keep ain't made a save yet.
boom, Sevilla all over again. 75 minutes, they nick a goal, Jay Rodriguez, after you got cleared for that racist.
But that's what I keep saying to people, blood.
Thing,
when I was wilding, and I'm like, bruv, you got to realise in the LVG season, yeah, when we just weren't having shots on goal, blood, and we were just having bare the ball. The only difference is now we're not having the ball, and we're still not having shots, blood.
It's less possession.
It's less possession, but it's the same rigid football. We're not creating enough chances, blood. And all the chances we are creating, it comes from a bit of individual brilliance. Martial's breaking someone's ankles or something.
You know what's annoying, yeah? You know what's annoying about Jose, yeah? You play the 4-3-3 against City, cool. It's away from home, you play Ander Herrera. But then next week, you play 20th position, West Brom, who, if you beat them, they're going to get relegated. And you play 4-3-3 again. Doesn't make any sense. But fair enough, if you're going to play 4-3-3, play the same 4-3-3 played against Tottenham. Yeah. With Pogba and Jesse.
Yeah,
and Matic,
play a more attacking 4-3-3.
It's like you play the formations in the wrong games, but it's the right formations, but it's not for those games. It's like...
But that's it. But that shows that's man's cautious side. How are you approaching
West Brom with
bottom of the league the same way you approach top of the league?
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That don't make sense, blood. And that's what I said about the Seville game, blood. He set up against Seville at Old Trafford like we were playing Real Madrid away, blood. Like, it didn't make sense. Like, man just pays way too much respect to these dead teams. Those are the kind of teams supposed to come to Old Trafford and you just run through them.
You know what it is? Obviously, because he's so cautious, I do believe, obviously, it's because he doesn't trust a lot of these brothers in their 1v1 positions around the pitch. So that's why, in like a Liverpool game, to Mark Salah, he wouldn't just give Ashley Young the duty. He made sure that side was tucked. There was a man covering. There was always a man covering. Rashford came as well. Like, that's how he sets up his teams.
But I get that in the big games. But in the small games, because the small games are where we drop most of our points.
Yeah, it's true.
What the fuck are you doing, bruv? Against the Newcastles, against the Huddersfields, against the West Broms and that, man are losing games because we're approaching these teams with... We shouldn't be approaching them with no respect. Are you respecting these teams, fam?
No,
You're supposed to go to these teams, yeah? You can even play 2 up front against these men. And go 2 in the middle. Who cares, fam?
Yeah, get these teams away. Especially at home. Away from home, cool. Because City only beat Newcastle 1-0. Yeah. I think Liverpool, they drew to Newcastle.
Yeah,
Arsenal lost.
Records,
Newcastle was decent. And to be fair, we bottled a couple of chances. But it's the home games. Man United have drawn to Southampton at home. They drew to Burnley at home. They lost to West Brom at home. And then obviously...
Lost to City at home.
Lost to City, but that's a big game.
Yeah,
but I'm talking the 3 games that they've drawn, that's 6 points. That's 6 points dropped, bro. Just like that. So, going forward, I mean, Man United are probably going to secure second. There's only 4 games left to play.
Yeah.
The only semi-serious team we've got to play is Arsenal, if you want to call it that. I just don't rate Arsenal at all. Like, that's just me.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, not for a few years, to be fair. And I don't really care about where they finished in terms of where we finished.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, nah.
Fully.
Just not. Indeed, it's just not. But yeah, United looking at second and the FA Cup. I would call that an okay season.
It's an okay season. We've got
as long as we
get the FA Cup.
Yeah, as long as we get the FA Cup, it's another trophy as well.
I don't care about second, blood. You know the ones. I don't care about it, blood. I don't. I'd rather see my team play good football, finish 4th or 3rd, blood. Like, if we're going to finish second. It don't make no difference if man ain't getting no silverware. Because, the thing is, like, I've been in the dressing room and you know what, when you play shit, fam, like, there's nothing you can take from that game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been in games where we've played so well and we've ended up losing. And we can say, you know what, guys, we'll be like, you know what, guys, like, you know what, fuck it, it wasn't our day today.
No, if you don't play well and you still win, you take the win away.
Yeah, you take the win away. But when you don't play well and you lose,
yeah, obviously.
Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when we've lost, it's because we've played terrible. I don't remember United playing well and losing, blood. It doesn't happen. We play shit and we lose. Do you know what I'm saying? And when you play shit and you lose, certain man start looking at man in the changing room like, right, like, how's this player still playing?
Yeah, it's
Do you
true.
know what I mean? Man start looking and thinking, what, I can't get in this team.
Yeah, because man probably looking at, obviously, Smalling, like, obviously he scored against City, he scored against Bournemouth.
Yeah, the header, yeah.
But I know, man, like, Lindelof probably looking and thinking, hold a minute, I'm better than you. Tuanzebe's gone on loan to Aston Villa. I'm sure he was looking at
Yeah,
Smalling.
he's looking
hold
at
on a
man
minute.
like, I'm better than
I
you.
pocketed Alexis Sanchez, the same Sanchez that's sitting in the dressing room right now. I pocketed him, was it last season?
Yeah, killed him.
Killed him at the Emirates. But man ain't seen Tuanzebe.
But that's what I'm trying to say, bruv. Like, when you look at the team, there's loads of man that could be looking at other man. At the moment, do you know what I'm saying? You're looking at Martial, yeah, in and out the team, and then he's looking at the performance that Matter put in against West Brom, thinking, what the fuck? What, I can't get in the team ahead of this you.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then it's just mad. And then Rom doesn't get rotated. And Rom had a stinker in that game. And the thing is, Rom has a lot of stinkers, but
he
scores.
get pulled out. He should get pulled out though.
Yeah, he should get pulled out, bro.
He should get pulled out.
Man watched United, yeah, in '99 with 4 strikers, and
Everyone
all of them, man,
had spells.
had an argument to be in the starting lineup.
100%.
So if Fergie can rotate 4 man, you trying to tell me that Jose can't pull out 1 man, blood? Because if you take Rom out of the team and rest him, yeah, that frees up positions for 3 man, you know. Because Martial, Rashford, and Sanchez can all play in that number 9 position.
Yeah, and Sanchez mainly the waviest one. He can play in the false 9, and then you can split him with Martial on the left and then Rashford.
Well, there you go,
on the right.
man. Or you can go fucking Martial up front and Rashford on the left and Sanchez on the right.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? There's so many different things you can do if you pull Lukaku out, because all these men can interchange. But because Lukaku plays all the time, he's mainly the reason why all these men can't play together. Because you can play Rashford, Martial and Sanchez together if you drop Lukaku.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, Jose doesn't... He's not flexible enough with his team selection. And
the thing is, I understand why he likes Rom, but at the same time, bro, take him out the team sometimes. Like, there was a time where he weren't scoring. He didn't score for like 10 games or something like that. Take him out the team. Even if it's for 1 game. Just to say, yo, listen, you're not playing that well at the moment. You haven't scored for a while. Take a little 90 and I'll put you back in next game. You need to just like, you understand what I'm saying? Because he's quick to pull out Tony. When I say Tony, I mean Anthony Martial.
If Martial has a 7 out of 10 game, he gets dropped.
He's quick to pull out Luke Shaw, but then you got Ashley Young making mistakes, and he doesn't want to put in Luke Shaw for the mistakes that Young's made. You know what I mean? Or Smalling making mistakes, and then you're not bringing in Victor Lindelof quick enough, but then Victor slips. And then
he's out the team, and that's the thing. Jose's got clear favourites, and that's the reason why the dressing room will be unsettled, because there's certain man he clearly favours, blood. Do you know what I mean? And that can't be good for the team morale, bruv. So I don't know. We just have to see going forward, man. But definitely the rotation of Lukaku would make such a big difference. Alright, guys. On smoke this week, it has to be Mo Salah again, blood. I feel like we're talking about this guy every week, blood.
You know what's mad? My brethren, J-Rock, he was saying that we don't give Mo Salah enough credit. I was telling him, tune into the show, because every week I have to big up Mo Salah, because he's doing it every single week. Like I said earlier, that header was just...
He's doing bits, bruv. You know, they don't want the act to win nothing at the FA, like giving Harry Kane goals and shit. You know
obviously, that is mad.
That's...
You got man swearing on his daughter's life for goals. Like, we all know, because everyone's been bantering this week, yeah. That wasn't his goal. He never scored that goal. There's no need for that, man. You got Mo Salah scoring these lovely halal goals, and you know what I'm saying? You got man like flipping Harry Kane with these haram goals, bruv. It's all mad, bruv. Come on, man.
It's mad, but
it's mad.
Man. Mo Salah definitely on smoke, bruv. He keeps doing it. Like, every time you think that the goals are gonna dry up, or man's gonna have a spell.
Or a game.
Yeah, he just keeps
every game you think he's not going to score again. He bangs.
It's not very often in any league season where a striker doesn't have a drought, blood.
Yeah, and
like, Aguero's been having droughts, like, for like injuries or droughts. Bruv, Kane don't score in August. Like, it just doesn't matter, bruv. Like, Mo Salah's consistently bagged goals all season, bruv.
Yeah, it's a mad thing.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm just thinking, obviously Liverpool got like 7 games left, including Champions League. Even if he has a little drought, it'll only be for a couple of games, because he'll turn up when the big games come back. Like them Champions League games, he's gonna bang. You know he's gonna turn up against Roma. It's Roma. is Roma. His ex-team has obviously got not a point to prove, but he's got to show them, listen, this is why I left.
Yep.
Because their fans are going to be onto him. And yeah, man, Mo Salah, again, on smoke.
And Nick in the living this week, 100% has to go to the professor. Man, like Arsene Wenger, blood. Jeez. I didn't see it, fam. Bruv, he didn't see it, blood.
I didn't see it coming still.
Peak. Man, like Arsene, bro. I'm telling you, man.
He's finished.
Cause when my man is rivaling David Moyes, he went from like the revolutionary in English football, yeah.
Yeah, what, 1997?
Yeah, to being the biggest liability.
That was 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago. Listen, let me tell you something, yeah. You see when Arsenal beat Man United in Highbury in 1998, Nicolas Anelka debut, we packed Schmeichel near post, and then Patrick Vieira banged it, crossbar and in. And then we pulled 2 goals back between for sharing them. Yeah. Remember, we were watching it. We were watching it. And then David Platt with that top bins header from a corner, yeah. That was Arsene Wenger. That was the revolutionary of football. He come and he did his thing because he just brought in a flux of wavy players from out of nowhere, unnamed, like, you know, no name brand, like Tesco Frills.
Yeah, he done it.
No name brand. It's like when you buy them crisps for 99p, but you get like 30 packets of crisps.
He did
but
it, and it worked.
But they're banging, like when you got livers and that, it works. You know what I'm saying? But now
the days of being able to bring in the buoys and that, yeah, and even get away with it is dead.
Even your Thierry's, blood. Fair enough, Thierry did bins in the World Cup before he went Arsenal, but he bought him for relatively small money.
Like 12 mil, he got him for something.
So I'm saying, like I mentioned, Nicolas Anelka, that was like 500 bags or something like that. They made like 22 mil off him when they sold him to Real Madrid in the end. Perez and that. You got your Will Towards.
Yeah, Lumba.
Listen, 80% of Wenger's signings in his successful years from 97 to 2004. Were wavy and unknown signings, and then after the Invincibles, listen, we all know what happened. Like, the rest is history. That's when the big old tumbleweed just came through, and it's just been collecting more ever since. Like,
yeah, bro.
Literally, I don't know how long he's been nicking a living for.
It's peak, bro. Arsenal been in transition for like 10 years, cuz.
It's mad.
Like, that's wild. What are they like? What is it? 13 years without a league title?
14. It was 2004.
Yeah, well there you go. 14 years. So yeah, literally.
And it will be 15 years. Because you're not gonna win the league next season. Yeah. So it's gonna get to 15 years, no Premier League. So
man has just been in that big transition, bro. I'm with the same gaffer. So when they try to run the jokes, understand you've got the same guys, so he hasn't inherited a squad, bruv. Like every squad he's had is his own blood.
So I was about to say, transition needs to come with new managers. Like, not to go off topic, but that's why I get onto Chelsea, because you've gone from champions to 5th with the same manager, and more players. Like, it's not us versus Chelsea but you have to know the facts of the matter when people try and get at clubs or whatnot. You have to understand that what transition is, what transition does. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when we went from David Moyes to LVG to Mourinho, I had to sign and buy and sell and sign, and
then the manager comes in and then doesn't like
different styles. And when you got the same manager with the same style with the same players, it's like, what are you putting that down to? That's just dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just dead.
Absolutely, just dead. So like, 100% Arsene Wenger, blood.
Nick in the living.
You have to take that ill Arsene, bruv.
Wenger. Nick in the living since 2005. 2005. Actually, nah. I'll give them 2006 because they got to the Champions League final. After that, for me, that's when Arsenal died. Yo, and that was this week's False 9 review. We just got a question for you lot before we go. Do you lot really think that Chelsea are able to catch Spurs in this top 4 race? The Premier League is pretty much sewn up in terms of all other positions.
Liverpool, I'd say the top 3's.
Yeah, Liverpool, Man United, City are in there. I can't see any of us two doing anything dramatic to the point where we're going to drop out. It's looking like definitely between Spurs and Chelsea.
Yeah. If Chelsea win their game in hand,
5 points.
They're 5 points behind them with what, 4 games to go.
4 games to go. Let us know what you think. Do you think Chelsea can catch them up? I don't. Rants, what do you reckon?
You know what it is? I think that Tottenham will drop points, but I also think that Chelsea will. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just don't trust Chelsea to win all the rest of the games.
They were 2-0 down against Southampton. You can't come back every game.
I don't trust Chelsea to win all of their games, but I do think that Tottenham having a bit of a wobble. Yeah. And it also depends. It also depends what happens in the FA Cup, bruv, because you never know. Like, because remember, they're both still in it. if one wins and one loses, that could be a positive or it could be a negative.
Yeah, it could have a knock-on effect either which way. It's true. It's true.
So,
but yeah, let us know what you think about that. And tune in for the preview show for the FA Cup as well. I've been Chase.
Rants in the building. You know what it is. False 9 settings, and we're out.